Talked about 30 years of failed policies. What do we need to do? What do those policies need to look like moving forward to alleviate this crisis on the border and in immigration generally?
Well, if I could answer that, I'd get a Nobel Prize, but let me try. I think that, first of all, the United States needs to apologize to the people of Central America for supporting genocide, mass murder, failed economic policies, whether it's Bush's Pueblo to Panama, Obama's Alliance for Prosperity, or now the Biden plan, which are all variations on the same theme of private sector solutions that have failed, backed by militarism when people speak up, like Berta Cáceres was murdered in Honduras. I think there's nothing less than an apology, then backed up by something like a Marshall Plan for Central America. It's going to mark a major shift and signal to the corrupt governments, the militarists, even the gangs. It's going to signal there's a new day in the United States, and I don't see it yet.
So what does the Marshall Plan, what does that Marshall Plan look like? Because it sounds certainly like a possible solution, a great idea. But for the fact that at the same time you talk about a Marshall Plan, you talk about corruption in government there and graft. So how does where do we get the money so we can tell American taxpayers we're going to have a Marshall Plan for these countries? It will alleviate the crisis on our southern border and across the nation, and we can guarantee you that the money will get to the people who need it the most.
That's another Nobel Prize question, but I think that it's not unlike what Black Lives Matter is asking for, actually, which is to use the money instead of for policing people to death and into jail, start giving it for social programs that stop people going into gangs and other things, housing and childcare, etc. So in the same way, there are some previews of solutions in Congress right now, like the Berta Cáceres Act in the House, and Senator Markley's legislation to cut off funding to these corrupt and violent presidents like Bukele in El Salvador or Hernandez in Honduras. I think that's a start. We need to start there, and then support groups on the ground that are civil society organizations, quite frankly, because the institutional structures, the legislatures, the judicial systems, and the executive are rife with corruption. So we need to send a very difficult but harsh message to these corrupt and failed governments that Democrats and Republicans have been supporting. Until that happens, there won't be any. It'll be bad money following bad policy and bad money.
All right, Roberto Lovato, thank you. Jacob Soboroff, thank you as well for your reporting. We appreciate it. Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.